Y'all, happy new year. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're watching from YouTube, go ahead and like and subscribe. Make sure that you hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any more value. If you are watching on Facebook, right, I want you to go ahead and like, share, and comment. All right, happy new year, everybody. Let's go ahead and get it started, right? Get it started for the year. I know a lot of y'all probably out at bars or partying, like bringing in the new year. But right, I'm doing something a little bit different. All right. So 1 second, let me find these notes real quick. There we go. All right, so I know a lot of y'all are bringing in the new year, partying, maybe at bars, so you're not gonna be able to watch this, right, and pay attention. But for those of you that you brought in the new year, maybe by yourself, or you just decided to not go out and do things a little bit different this year, right? Then you're in the perfect place, right? You're in a perfect place, perfect time to catch these gems. All right. And I'm also going to show you guys a way that you can start putting your money to work, right? And you can go into 2025, stop trading your money for time and having to go somewhere, listen to somebody tell you when to go, when to come. Like, just that job life is just not where it's at. All right. You want to be your own boss. You want to build something for your last name. You don't want to keep helping other people build their legacy. Right. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with a job because you got to get the money to invest in yourself somehow. But just working for somebody and that's all your life, right? You're just living to pay bills. Like that's just not where it's at. And I figure out a way how to escape that, right? How to escape the matrix. And I want to share this with y'all, right? Share with whoever willing to listen. I know all of y'all that are listening, you're not going to be able to be helped just because you're not in the right mental space right now to get help. But for those of you that are willing and you're accepting and you are seeking new knowledge, right? New things to do to make money, new ways to think. This is the video for you, right? So y'all, let's go. 2025 this is the first day we're starting off, and we're starting it off right, right? Starting a passive income for ourselves, learning how to stop trading our time for money. This is the way you want to go into the new year, right? You don't want to keep going into the new year drunk, out your mind, partying with people who are not in alignment with what you're trying to do. And like you don't want to keep going through the same routine every year, right? You got to do something different. You got to do something different, and that's part of the reason why I'm not out partying right now, right? Is because I just want to be different. I want to do something different. I want different results. I don't want to live like the average person. So I don't do what the average people do, right? And the average person right now is out late night trying to get drunk, have sex with people, um, and start trouble or whatever, right? Get into trouble. That's what the average person is doing right now on New Year's, all right? And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that, right? Go enjoy yourself, go party if that's how you like to bring in the new year. You worked all year, and you deserve to party, you deserve to enjoy yourself, right? I'm not saying that. But if you're looking for different results, you got to change something up. You got to do what most people aren't doing, right? And what are most people doing right now? Partying, getting drunk, trying to have sex with people, trying to kiss random people, right? It's just that's what most people are doing. Most people are not doing this right now. They're not trying to learn about how to start a passive income. They're not trying to learn about this mindset stuff. The most people are not trying to do what I'm about to show you right now. Okay. So yeah, let's get into it, right? So a mentor of mine about 5 or 6 years ago, he said to me, no, it's going to be 95% mindset versus 5% how to. All right. I want y'all to write this down. You got to write this one down because you're going to forget this, and you're going to start focusing on how you're going to make it happen, right? And it's very easy to do because we get so caught up in our bills, get so caught up in our personal life, what we need right now. It's easy to put all your focus in how you're going to make it happen, right? But where we need to put 95% of our focus on, right, is on the way that we're thinking, our mindset. The mindset is going to determine your success. The way you think from day to day, the way you think about yourself, the way that you think about your past, your present, your future, the way you perceive the world, right? Is all this is going to make up your success. Is going to make up where you go. Okay. Your mind first thinks about something and then the body follows. All right, I'm saying it again. The mind thinks of a destination, thinks of an end point, and your body follows. Okay, so same way with your success. Your mind is going to have to be on success. Your mind is going to have to be on the end point. It's going to have to actually be the successful person that you want to be before your body will follow. You get it, right? You guys understand? First the mind, then the body. It's not the body controlling the mind, it's the mind controlling the body. So you got to understand this, right? So it's going to be 95% mindset, 5% how to. So we don't really have to think too much about how we're going to do it. There's so many different ways that we can make it happen, so many different vehicles, um, so many different strategies, right? We just got to choose one and just run with it. So 5% is going to be us actually doing it, taking action, and doing what we got to do from day to day. All right. So mindset. So how do we get the mind in the right place where it needs to be, right? On the right track. This is what you need to start asking yourself, right? How do I get my mindset right? And there's three questions that my mentor asked me. He said, no, this is going to get you on the right track, start getting you thinking about what you need to be thinking about. All right. So question number one, right? So before we get into all the Forex and how to set up your account, how to trade, right? We need to get this down first. Some things we need to discuss, some things we need to establish first before we get into that journey, right? Before we actually do the how to. So number one is you need to ask yourself, what do I want? What do I want out of life? What type of relationship do I want? What kind of money do I want to make, right? How much do I want to make per day, per month, per year? What do I want? What do you want to buy, right? What type of car do you want to buy? What's the make, the model, the color? What type of house do you want to live in, or houses? Do you want multiple properties? Where do you want to live at? What city? What country? Right? What do you want? And you got to be that exact. It needs to be exact. I cannot stress this enough. It has to be an exact place, an exact thing. Because, and I would even go this far, right? It needs to be one thing at a time, one exact thing at a time. Because this was my problem, right? Or is my problem. I have so many things that I want, so many things I want to do, so many businesses that I'm good at, so many things that I can do, right, that I'm skilled at. It's hard for me to focus on one income stream, right, until I'm rich. But that's just my personal battle, right? It's my personal struggle. But once I master that, it's it's to the moon. But for some of y'all, right, um, this question may be a little bit harder because you never actually thought about what you want. You never actually taken the time to really sit down and write down what would you like out of life. Okay, so that's the first thing you need to figure out is point B. Right, this is going to be point B. So you got point A, where you're at right now, where you're living, how much you're making, your relationship, right? All these things that make up point A. And then you got point B. Point B is whatever it is that you wrote down that you want. All right. So you got point A where you're at right now. I want you to draw a line from point A to point B. Okay. I want you to do this on paper, right? So under 95% mindset versus 5% how to. I want you to write A. This is where you're at. Okay. To point B. Okay. You got point A where you're at right now. Straight line to point B where you're going. All right. Now, I want you to write on that number 2 is the second question. What are you willing to give for what you want? And this is something that I've learned and I've had to learn the hard way that you're going to have to give before you receive. You're not going to be able to reverse this law, right? This is something that goes all the way back to the beginning of time, right? I don't have time to get all into that in the biblical um, explanation, right? But you're going to have to give before you receive. It's just the way God designed it. All right. Just a quick example is the farmer must give the seed before the harvest is received. There's no way the farmer can expect a harvest if the farmer first doesn't give the seed to the ground, right? And a lot of us think 2025 is going to be our year of harvest. We think we're just going to have an abundant year without planting any seeds, right? This is crazy to me. I see a lot of posts like, "Oh, new year, new me. This is the year. This is going to be my year." But you didn't plant any seeds in 2024. All right. So if you didn't plant any seeds all year last year, right, in 2024, what makes you think that there's going to be a harvest in 2025? Right. And if you're just now planting the seed in 2025, you there's no way you could think that you're going to plant the seed and harvest in the same season. That's crazy. All right. So you understand this. You're going to have to give something before you receive. You're going to have to be willing to sacrifice something. You're going to have to be willing to make an exchange for whatever it is that you want. There will be a price. There will be a price, right? So you got to be willing to pay that cost, and be good with it, right? And be able to live with that decision of whatever it is you chose to give up. So you got to think, what are you willing to give up right now? You willing to give up your time? You willing to give up smoking, drinking, hanging out, social life, relationships, people, hanging around certain people, certain places? Are you willing to give up money? You willing to give up eating bad and eating out? What are you willing to give? Right? It really doesn't matter to me, right? What you give or what you decide to give. Right? It's not going to make me any money, or it's not going to hurt me or anything. But for you, right, personally, you have to understand that you're not going to get around this principle. You're not going to be able to reverse this, right? There are so many people that tried to reverse this law and they ended up homeless. or worse, in prison, or even worse, in the grave. Right. So you don't want to play with God on this one. Right. This is one principle that you're not going to be able to reverse. You just got to accept it and embrace it. Understand. All right, I'm just going to have to give. I'm going to have to give up something. Right. So make your decisions between you and God. Right. And you gotta go into giving. Right. Once you figure this out, you got to go right into giving, giving up, and making that exchange. Right. And if not, you can't expect success. You can't expect the harvest if you're not willing to give the seed. It's not rocket science. You can't expect the harvest if you didn't give the seed. If you didn't exchange, if you can't expect success if you didn't pay the price. And don't expect it, right? And don't be mad at anybody but yourself because you chose to not pay the price. You chose to not give up whatever you needed to give up for what you wanted. You chose to not pay that price, right? So if you don't get the success, if you don't get the harvest, there's nobody to be mad at except yourself. All right. So number three, once you figure out what you're willing to give, for me, I was willing to give it up, give it all up. Right. Everything that I was doing was just not it. I was hanging out at bars late at night till 3, 4, 5 in the morning, seeking to trying to get with different women. I was drinking, smoking, popping pills, um, all kind of crazy stuff. Right, spending my money on stuff that I shouldn't spend it on. Um, all kind of crazy stuff. Right, that I was willing to give up and sacrifice. Hanging around the wrong people. Right, so I had to sacrifice those things. For you, it's going to maybe a little bit different. Right, but you're going to have to give up something. Number three is why. Why do you want what you want? Okay. And this is very important because this all has to do with keeping you going, this whole why thing, because you're going to feel like giving up. Even the greatest people in the world felt like giving up, right? Even the most top successful people in your industry felt like giving up at one point. So the feeling is going to happen, right? You can't avoid that feeling of just wanting to take an easier route because our minds are just designed that way, right? We're wired that way to figure out the easy way out, the less painful way out, the less struggle, right? The less challenging way. Our mind is wired to figure that out on automation, right? So it's going to happen. That feeling's going to happen. What you got to do is find something to fuel your vehicle through those moments. And what's going to give you fuel, right? Give you gas to your vehicle is a strong why. This why has to be stronger than that feeling of giving up. This is what I found, right? This is the common thing I found between everybody that's successful and the people that aren't is the people that are successful had a stronger why than the people that gave up. They just had a stronger why. They had a an experience that they never wanted to experience again. So strong that it just kept them going, right? And this is the type of why you need to have. Your why needs to be so deep. It needs to be so traumatizing, so something just so terrible, right? That you never want to experience that again. And all of us have moments in our life that we have experienced that. Some of us more than others. All right. So you got to keep it real with yourself, and only you and God know what you've been through, what you've survived up until this point, right? But think back on an experience that you never want to experience again. And that's your why right there. Okay. The more traumatizing, the stronger your why will be, the more gas, right? The more powerful the gas will be. All right. So now your mind is on the right set, on the right track, right? It's going in the right direction. So now we got that mindset. Now we can focus on the how to, right? We can focus on how we're actually going to make this thing happen. And this is one way, right? This is one way that I'm going to show you guys. And this is one of my favorite ways because it takes the least effort, but brings the most profit, right? And that's what we want to do, right? We want to set up different multiple streams of income that allow us to put in the least effort but maximize our profit. Okay. And using this Forex bot is one way that I found, right? Using this bot has allowed me to stop trading my time for money. Now I can trade my money for more money, right? And put my money to work. This automated trading bot, okay? Automated trading bot called Lucy. So you can see here on my investment, just running this on Lucy for, it's been about a month. Okay. It's been about a month. November 26th is when I started the bot. Okay. And now it's January 1st. Profit is $366, 14% overall gain, right? So that's pretty good. I know a lot of y'all are probably like, $300 is not much, 14%, that's not a lot at all, but it actually is, right? Now I'm going to put it in perspective for you guys. So your bank, if you have a mainstream bank like US Bank or Chase, all right, Huntington, those type mainstream banks, they're going to give you anywhere from 1 to 2%, if that, right? If probably not 2%, maybe like 1 to 1.5% annually on your savings account. Annually, right? And in 30 days, this bot just did 14%. All right. So you understand? And then on top of that, the mainstream banks, they're going to charge you to pull out your money, right? Charge you like $3.50. Some places $5 to pull out of the ATM or out your bank. They're going to charge you if you go below a certain amount on your bank account. They're going to charge you if you overdraft. They're going to charge you to send money, right? So by the end of all these charges, you're probably not even making 1% on your savings account anyways. They're probably taking that and you end up paying more by the end of the year, right? So you want to put your money into things that are going to be able to give you a nice return, right? At least more than 1 to 2% per month. And this bot is working on the most conservative settings, right? On the lowest settings. I haven't even put it on aggressive settings yet, right? And putting on an aggressive is just turning up the lot size, right? So if I want to make more money, I just can turn up the lot size. But that's where you want to be careful at, because that's how a lot of people blow their account, right? Trying to over leverage. They start with a small amount and then they try to turn the lot size all the way up so that they can make the max amount of money, and they end up blowing their account, right? This is what happens with people when they use bots. They get greedy. They get in a hurry, right? They get desperate. They want to hurry up and become rich overnight. And yeah, you can make a lot of money with the bots, right? But you can also lose a lot of money if you're not using them in the correct way. So the bot is only going to perform as well as the trader is that's using the bot, right? However, the skill level of the trader using the bot determines the bot's results. So if you're not a good trader, right, and you don't have the mindset down, you're greedy, you're in a hurry, right, you're desperate, you're not patient, you're not disciplined, that's how the bot's going to perform. That's the results the bot's going to give you, right? So it's just really all about using the bot correctly, so that it's profitable, right? Not trying to over leverage, taking your time. Okay, so I usually aim for about 1%, if that, per day. All right, and then I turn the bot off. Okay, so that's my strategy. So You guys see these results running it on I started off with like, I think 2000 or 2600. I ended up making a withdrawal and then running the bot right after that withdrawal. And now it's up $366 after about a month or so. Okay. So 14% overall, that's pretty good. If I could just keep that going, right? 14% every month. What is that? 14 times 12. That's 168% return, right? And that's just doing 14% per month. And this is with the bot on the lowest settings. Okay. So yeah, pretty good results. I'm liking this bot so far. If you want to get access, first thing that you're going to need to do is set up your MetaTrader 4 account, right? Your brokerage account. So I want to walk you guys through on how to do that. All right. So you click that link above, go to XtreamMarkets, and it should bring you to this page here where you're going to register. All right. Go ahead and enter your information, click register, activate your account by going to your email, right? Clicking the activation link, and then log in. All right, so it's going to look like this. You probably won't see this at first until you verify your account. So you're going to come up here, verify your account, turn in your KYC documents, all that good stuff. And all that's for is just so that it's just for tax purposes and for the company to know that you are a real person, you are who you say you are, right? So they can avoid fraud accounts or fake accounts, right, y'all? So after you verify, this will all unlock. First thing that you want to do is deposit money to your brokerage account. All right, so you come up here, click deposit. All right, and I suggest that you just use Bitcoin, or you can do wire transfer or PayPal. Right, but Bitcoin's probably gonna be the fastest, easiest. PayPal might be fast and easy too. But yeah, Bitcoin. What you're gonna do is just put in the amount that you want to deposit right here. So let's just say you're depositing $10,000. You'll put 10,000 there. Copy this address. All right, then you can go to Cash App and send to this exact address, or go to Cash App and use the QR code. Right, just scan this, send the $10,000 after you buy the Bitcoin, and then you're going to get a confirmation page. Go ahead and screenshot that, upload it. Right, upload your receipt, and then click Submit Request. All right, and so then in about 30 minutes to an hour, you should see your balance pop up here. Right, so you'll see your balance pop up there. Then what you want to do is go to trading accounts to create your demo and live account. All right, so to create your live account, you'll come over here, open live account, and we're going to open a ECN or standard account. Right, either one works. If you want 100% bonus, right, so if you put in 10,000, you'll get 20,000, so on and so on. Right, but if you don't put no bonus, also keep this in mind. I believe there's like a restriction on the amount that you can withdraw if you do get the bonus, right? So you want to make sure that you read that first about the bonuses, right? You come over here to bonuses and read about that, read about the bonus and the restrictions on withdrawal and all that stuff, right? Because you just can't deposit 10,000, get 20,000, then try to withdraw 20,000, right? It just doesn't work like that. Some kind of stipulation to that, right? So I usually put no bonus, leverage, go to 1 to 500, and then USD, and then click proceed. And then your live account will be created. All right. So when you click Trading Cloud, your account details has been sent to your registered email, right? So then you can check your email for the details. Okay. So they'll send you your account number and the password. All right. So you want to make sure you have that so that you can log in on your MT4. And you also want to go to trading accounts and create a demo account because you want to test before you actually trade on your live account. All right, so come to open demo account, and you can just do a standard demo account, choose the amount, whatever amount that you're trading with on your live account. So if you're putting in 10,000, make a demo account of $10,000. Leverage, you can put one, the same leverage as your live account, right? 1 to 500, and then click proceed. All right, and then those account details will be sent to your email as well. All right, so now you should have those two trading accounts created, right? Your live account, you should see that here, and then your demo account, you should see that there, right? So you got your live and your demo account created. So like I said, you want to create that demo account so you can practice. You always want to test out the bot and practice your strategy before you actually run it on a live account. And this is another mistake I see a lot of new traders make, right? You're in such a hurry, you're in so much like a desperate state of mind, right? That you want to hurry up and make money. And so you want to hurry up and put the bot on a live account. And then they end up blowing their account because they don't have a strategy and they weren't used to the bot before trading with it, right? So you always want to test before you go into that live account. Right? I can't stress that enough. All right, so now we need to download the MT4 platform. Okay, so if you have Windows, you're just going to download here, download it to your laptop. If you have a Mac, it might be this download here. Um, if it's not that, then it's it's the same one for Mac and Windows, right? This one. So you download that. Once the download dialog box pops up, right, it's going to ask you if you want to run or install. Click run so that it pops up right after it's done downloading, right? So once it's done downloading, it'll pop up like this, and you'll need to log into your account, right? So you click this in the bottom right corner, this little green, it'll be a red box, right? So you right click that, go to login, and then this is where you're going to put that account information that they sent to your email, right? So go to your email, copy and paste the login number and then the password, and then make sure that you choose the right server if it's a demo or if it's a live account, right? And then click save account information so you don't have to keep putting that information in, and then log in. Once you log in, there'll be a notification sound like a bell, and then this will turn green and blue, right? Account number will pop up and your balance will pop up as well, right? Okay. So the next step is actually putting the bot on your MT4. Well, I'm sorry. First, we want to make an internal transfer, right? So you go back to your account and we want to go to funding. We're going to go to internal transfer. We're going to transfer from wallet to our live account, and you put the amount, right, 10,000, and then transfer. All right, so once you do that, it'll happen instantly and you will see your balance pop up on your deposit, right? So now you got your money transferred, you got your demo account, all right? So now we want to put the bot onto our account. So in the training, right, once you get into training, I'll show you exact steps, show you my strategy, show you the settings, what you should use, all that good stuff, right? You'll get your set files and the tutorial video as well. All right. So pretty simple. Once you have the bot on here, all you're doing is pressing one button, right? You press this auto trading button, turns it on and off. And yeah, that's all I do, right? Wake up about 1 a.m., turn my bot on. Once I head out to work out, about 7, I turn the bot off, right? If I'm still in drawdown, then I just let the trades just play out for the rest of the day until they're in profit, and then I turn the bot off. All right. So y'all, um, yeah, if those of you that need help, you can reach out to me. If you're ready to get the bot, go ahead and click the link above. Today, I believe, was the last day for the promo, right? $100 off. So hope you guys took advantage of that. If you missed it and you're ready tonight, then you can just hit me up, or I can open it up for you just for today. But those of you that knew about it, I told you guys it was $100 off up until January 1st. So hopefully you guys took action. All right. Um, but yeah, once you get the bot, you'll be sent those set files, sent the bot file tutorials, and then access to our Discord as well. All right. If you need help getting set up, you can always message me, or you can message support at the Freedom Code, support at thefreedomcode.com. All right. So, any questions? Any questions? I'm gonna open up for any questions that you guys have. All right. So we got 2 comments. Got Brandy. How you doing, Miss Morales? Hope you're doing blessed and amazing tonight. What's good, my boy Shamel? What's good, bro? Said facts. All right, y'all. So hopefully you guys got value from this. Like I said, you got everything that you need. The links are in the description. If you're watching on YouTube, you'll see the link to buy Lucy. You'll see the link to for the Extreme Markets MT4 brokerage account. Right. So you guys got everything that you need. If you do need help, just let me know. Reach out to me, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Right. So Noah got you here, Mr. Laptop Lifestyle. If you didn't know, now you know what I'm trying to do is grow. Like I always say, make the rest of it the best of it. And I'll meet you at the top because that bottom is way too crowded. Let's go.